All right, hello, wine-drinking people. Today is Friday, the 8th of November, and we have got an incredible lineup of events. And you know what November means? It's our time for our annual Steele dinner, and this is one of the only events that we do every year. And I think we did a couple of years. We had two dinners with Jed and Jed Steele, one of our best friends in the wine business. I remember my very first winemaker dinner at Cafe Maxx in 1990, and Jed Steele was plying his trade at Kendall-Jackson at that point. He brought that winery from a couple thousand cases to a few million cases, and Jed has made more fine wine than any other winemaker in California. I always like to joke with him because his first gig was at Stony Hill in 1969. That's the year I was born. He's been making wine longer than I've been alive. And, he got tired of manufacturing wine when Kendall-Jackson got to be, really, really large and decided he wanted to start his own label up. 1992 was the first vintage of his Steele label wines. And we jumped on the bandwagon from day one at Cafe Maxx as we knew Jed has been around the block several times. He knows where the great grapes are, and his Steele label carries some of the best juice in California. You got Durrell Vineyard Chardonnay. You get single vineyard Chardonnays. You got 5 different vineyard sites he picks from Anderson Valley, from Santa Barbara, from Sonoma, from Napa, Carneros, and you get this incredible Chardonnay, the California Chardonnay. I think this is the Shooting Star, but Jed's middle name, Tecumseh, which a native Indian means shooting star, and that is his second label wines. And Jed is all about wines you can put on the table and drink tonight. The Shooting Star label, $10 to $15 a bottle for almost every varietal. And then his Steele label, the most expensive wines he makes under the Stymie label, which was the name of the racehorse his grandfather bet on and won enough money to move the family out to California. $40 a bottle. This is a guy that could make wines at $100 plus easy and sell them with his reputation. But Jed has chose to make wine for the people. One of the reasons why we love Jed so much. And Pacini Zinfandel, one of my favorite Zinfandels, and I don't say that very often. This is from a 100-year-old vineyard site. One of the reasons why his Zinfandels are so good. Catfish and Pacini, very old Zinfandel vines. One of the things that you need to make great Zinfandels. And Pinot Noir, something that Jed did not do, very much before he started his own label. I don't remember any Pinot Noirs in Kendall-Jackson, and he maybe worked for one or two people before that made them. But one of the most surprising things when he came out with his own label were his Pinot Noirs. Absolutely exceptional. Some of the best Pinots and some of the best values in every category that you will find in California today. And even some interesting grape varietals. Cabernet Franc, his single varietal Cabernet Franc for under $20. An amazing value. His Blaufränkisch, something you don't see very often. He does do some consulting in Washington State, or did for Chateau Ste. Michelle. I don't know if he still works for those guys, but that's where those grapes come from. Our Limburger, and really just an interesting array of wines in this portfolio. Nothing is short of very good, and most of the wines are excellent. Check it out. Our good friend Jed, we're going to keep him in the back room, but this year he's got too many friends. We've already got 50 reservations for this. We're not closing the restaurant down this year, but we are going to use the front room for Jed. We could take 20 or 30 more. We had sold this event out in the back room, but like I said, Jed just has too many friends here to keep him in the back room at Cafe Maxx. All right, check it out. Everything we're going to be drinking with Jed on next Tuesday. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.